A very good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Sports Tonight. This is the Thursday night edition of the show, and we are happy to be here. And also like to start by saying thank you to you for joining us. As we always say on our show, we will do all that we can to ensure that the next 50 minutes that we will be bringing Sports Tonight to you this Thursday, we do it the best way possible. Give you all the information that you need, make it as interactive as possible, and of course, make it as entertaining as possible for you. So thank you once again for joining us. My name is Tony Ibitoye. Tunde Koiki starts off the show with me tonight, and for us it's been a very long day. A day that started as early as 2:30 a.m. and very little sleep in between till now. So just manage as we go through Sports Tonight today. We will try to put up a fantastic show, but we still haven't had enough rest after what happened early this morning. Today, good to have you on Sports Tonight this Thursday.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Not enough rest, but plenty of coffee, actually.
All right. let me also tell you that it's a Thursday, so we will do what we always do on Thursdays. Hopefully, we're trying to see how we can link up, of course, with Sonny Young. You remember that Sonny Young talks to us every Thursday, talks about a whole lot of issues, the NBA, football. So we're trying to see if we can still get Sonny Young to talk to us later on the show. We will see if that comes through, then we will do that. And then you remember on Thursdays as well, we've created a special segment due to popular demand. You wanted it, you asked for it, and you have it on Sports Tonight. On Thursdays, we have created a segment, basketball. And Femi is already somewhere in the building. Yemi Adebayo is already somewhere in the building as well. They will be coming in and they will be telling us all that we need to know about basketball, both on the local scene and on the international scene. For those of you who are lovers of basketball in Nigeria, maybe you need to know that as it is with the Globe Premier League, that's the top flight league in Nigeria, starting this weekend, so it is with basketball. The DSTV Premier Basketball League is starting this weekend. So Yemi and Femi have a lot of updating to do to tell you which games to go to see, who will be playing who, and a whole lot around basketball on the domestic scene. So please, if you are a follower of basketball on the domestic scene and of course on the foreign scene, there's plenty for you. Sonny Young will serve us the latest in the NBA, and Yemi and Femi will be giving us the lowdown on all that is going on the domestic scene. Of course, apart from basketball, there's plenty of football on the program tonight. We will take a look at what happened early this morning. We will also take a look at what happened yesterday. International friendly games all across the globe. We will reflect on all of those things, and we will try to get you up to speed with all that we're doing on the show this Thursday. But our usual style, 2014, is our year of interaction, is our year of engaging with you, is our year of making sure that you interact with us on Sports Tonight. We want to make it as exciting for you as possible. You are as important as those right here in the studios, and how that counts is for you to log on to our Facebook page, Channels iPhone Sports, is for you to tweet at those handles showing on your screen, channels, at channels_sports, at Tony Bitoye, and be a part of all that we're doing right here in the studios. And the issues that we wanted to talk about, already known. We started talking about it yesterday. We have a new sports minister, Dr. Tamuno Danagogo is the new sports minister. He started work already, visiting the Abuja National Stadium. What do you expect? What do you want him to do so that we can move sports to the next level in Nigeria? Then the other issue, Nigeria, Mexico, at the end of 90 minutes, 0-0. What were the positives for you? What were the negatives? A lot of people are reacting in different ways to the jerseys of the Eagles. What do you say about it? Please talk to us. Let's know what you feel about all of these issues. Issues coming out of that friendly game as we look forward, of course, to the 2014 FIFA World Cup. Well, Tunde, before we go on our first break, let me just get your view about let's talk about the scoreline first. Yeah. It was Nigeria 0, Mexico 0. It's only very few goalless draws in football that give a lot of exciting moments. Yeah. So I don't know whether you say that one as one of those games, whether you had a lot to pick from it, whether it kept you on the edge of your seat.
Wow.
Or what would you say? Nigeria 0, Mexico 0. Nigeria, Mexico, we look like we cancel ourselves out so easily these days.
It's just surprising the tremendous amount of energy that both teams managed to walk up every time.
It didn't look like a friendly, did it?
No,
It was looking more like a last group game in the World Cup.
So you saw it that way as well.
It was, everybody, they went for it.
It was a really forceful, combative, competitive performance from both teams. And I'm really, really impressed with the level of competition that Mexico brought as well, and the level of engagement that the Nigerians also brought as well. They didn't back down from any challenge. The challenges were particularly stiff. The attacks were particularly razor sharp. Maybe a goal or two would have livened it up. I would have loved to have seen at least a 1-0 scoreline. You know, that would have been for me. But it takes nothing away from the fact that the 68,000 people who are in that stadium went home with their money's worth. It was a really, really good game. And maybe all those who are criticizing the fact that why is it that we always keep playing Mexico, maybe this
Mexico was a good team to play.
They're a good team to play. I still want to align myself with those school of thoughts who say that there is always something to be picked from every opponent, no matter who you play.
All right, so please get busy with us, interact with us, talk to us. Let me just read a few comments on Twitter before we go on our first break. George Daniels at Georgie Mani says Leon Balogun should be encouraged. He looked confused after the injury. We'll talk about Leon Balogun later on the show. We will give you insights, the latest around his injury. How many weeks will he be out? Is he out of the World Cup picture altogether? We'll talk about that later on. Oluwabiyi at Biyi Tuyo says it's so good that we have so many options in the Eagles. I don't envy Keshi at all. Keshi has a very good problem to grapple with. Many options in the midfield, in the defense, in the attack. Many options. And Oluwabiyi says, but for Leon Balogun, it's unfortunate. We'll talk more about him later on as we go along on Sports Tonight. But on our first break, we'll take you to a friendly game as well. Belgium against Cote d'Ivoire. That was also played yesterday. Sit back, enjoy highlights of those games, of that game, and then we'll come back, look at friendly games played yesterday, look at the Nigerian game particularly, talk about the positives and the negatives, and see what we can pick up